Hi, I'm here with my colleague John Fernandez today, and John, we're talking about the big changes to the Facebook algorithm, which are kind of a big deal for anyone who's got a Facebook page.
Yeah, of course, and for those of us that know, Facebook has had an algorithm behind it since around 2006 when it kind of first launched, and it's really how it determines the content that you as a user will see. So you may have 300 friends and follow 30 pages, but you'll never see every single mundane post from every single person you're connected to. So in the early days it was called EdgeRank, and it looked at 3 deciding factors. It looked at affinity, how much you liked the content coming out from that particular source. It looked at weight, so what that content was it a photo is worth more than a status update, for example, and it looked at timeliness, so how recent that update was. Over the last 10 years, in fact, that particular algorithm has gone through a number of changes, and I guess the reason we're here today is to talk about its most recent change, which came at the end of last month.
Yeah, because I mean the new change, John, is really about Facebook more than ever is deprioritizing content from publishers and emphasizing content from people that you care about. What's the impact going to be for people who run brand pages?
Well, I think the people that run brand pages have already seen a lot of struggle over the last few years. I mean, we know now that organic reach, so if you've got a fan page of around 100 fans, your organic reach is going to struggle to get to more than 2%, which means that if you post a piece of content, actually only 2 of your 100 fans are going to see that, and that's something that's been quite well known over the last few years. I think brands are going to be thinking about it a lot more. I mean, if you look at not just brands, but if you look at publishers have seen around 40% of their traffic to their publications come through Facebook. So obviously, taking this away from publishers and pages and making it more about friends and family is going to have a huge impact.
Yeah. And what are some of the strategies that we're looking at, that organizations can look at to help address the balance, to kind of overcome this challenge of prioritization of stories from people that people care about?
Well, I think there are a number of things that organizations can look at, and one, firstly, it's about good quality content. So again, many organizations will have a strategy to post every day to make sure their content is more recent. Actually, if you focus on very good quality content with a high weighting, so putting more emphasis on things like video content, then that's obviously going to help to make sure that our post is seen by more people at the right amount of time. But also you've got things like advocacy platforms. We know that individuals, we carry a lot more weight than a brand page nowadays. So actually, by investigating ways in which we can use advocacy platforms, ways in which we can encourage our customers, our employees, and anyone we're connected to share our content is going to carry a lot of weight.
So we've got the content line about creating content that people really want to share. We've got the advocacy angle, so really encouraging and empowering our influencers, our employees to share that great content. Any other strategies that people should be thinking about?
Well, I think the last thing is a bit more of an insider tip. So the most recent update to the algorithm takes time to take into account a lot, and many of you will have noticed as users the trending topics that now appears in Facebook. So Facebook is now pledging to deliver the content you want to see, but at a time that it's most relevant. So for example, if you were lucky enough to watch the Euro final in the Stade de France, you might share that you're in the stadium. That content is great, and that's going to carry a lot of weight on your friends' feeds. But actually, if you look at that content tomorrow, it's going to be a lot less relevant. So actually, in terms of an insider tip, the best thing would be around timeliness. So keep an eye on what's going on in the industry, in the news, and indeed what's going on trending topics on Facebook to make sure that you can, as a brand, react and respond and post content that is relevant to that particular thing. So
in conclusion, it's about great content people want to share, driving advocacy, and really kind of less is more. Plugging into the zeitgeist is the way to really overcome this EdgeRank challenge.
Absolutely.
Thanks, John.